Hey everybody, Sunny here for another update video. This is a quick update as to why there wasn't a video last month. I went to go write a script for last month of what's changed and what's new, to find that absolutely nothing had changed. So an update video would have been completely redundant for last month, but that's last month. And I'm sorry if you can hear the fan in the background this month. Summer isn't over yet. So, between this month and not last month, but the month before, a little bit of stuff has changed. I was able to stream a little bit with a project that I've been wanting to do since like last year around this time. Didn't want to stream it last year, but once I finally got everything I needed to get the project going, I thought, you know what, maybe I could stream this. And that stream was the Ribbons Quest. In short, how the Ribbons Quest works is in Pokemon Generation 3, they added side activities that you could do with your Pokemon, which could award ribbons. And in Generation 3 and other generations, they also added ribbons to be earned not just through these side modes, but also to show your Pokemon's merit and how far they have come. So I always wondered how many of these ribbons could you possibly get on a single Pokemon. And so that's what this quest is aiming to do. I've put a lot of scrutiny into it. I've looked at a ton of ribbons, what is obtainable, what used to be obtainable, what is no longer obtainable. Those two are the same thing, and that's redundant. Oh well, I'll roll with it. And what is just outright unobtainable. And I think I formulated a way to get all the obtainable and previously obtainable ribbons in today's day and age with a single Pokemon. And that's why I attempted to stream. I tried to do a 4 games, 1 controller, so that way I could have 4 post-game save files of Gen 3, and that went horrifically. However, I did acquire the Pokemon I need to get in Pokemon XD. Don't know why I'm gesturing over to my gamepad when this is an audio recording. Or not my gamepad, my GameCube. But I have the rolls I need. There's still a few more things I need to do, though, because there's a lot of preparation work that needs to go into this for it to be a pleasing stream. I was planning this week, the week of recording this, the week of... pull up my calendar here. Week of the 6th to the 12th. I was planning to make that entire week just preparation for next week. Being able to just stream a lot of that without any hitches, because I was under the impression that the background noise that would have been my siblings would have been out on vacation. Turns out their vacation was this week, not next week, so I ended up not getting that week to prepare, and I spent all of last week just recreationally playing Skyrim because I wanted to play Skyrim. Do I need a reason? Well, I kind of have a reason. The Beyond Skyrim Bruma mod was launched, and I really love Oblivion, but it's hard to go back to. Really hard. Skyrim is just so streamlined that it's so much harder to go back to Oblivion. Oh well. But, yeah. I wanted to stream this week anyway, but I had a hard time actually having things to stream because I would have had to stream the preparation work, the speeding through as many games as I possibly could to get post-game save files, going on scavenger hunts throughout the region and just crossing berries off the list, and potentially having to stream 4 instances of VBA to create Pokeblocks because I don't have enough link cables to do physical copies, and on top of that, I don't have means of getting Enigma berries in my physical copies. I have means of dumping my physical copies, and I did do that. That's how I was able to play Sapphire in an emulator. I dumped my actual physical copy of Sapphire, and I'll probably have to do some, save back up my save from the cartridge and load that on the emulator for transporting. I see no problem with using emulation, because in my eyes, it's just cutting down on tedious grinding. The whole reason why I used a cheat code to make sure that the Ralts was a specific nature, because that's the Pokemon I'm going for, the Gardevoir family. The reason why I use a cheat code to make the specific nature is because each and every one of those grinds to catch the thing in the specific Pokeball was a 1 in 25 chance to get the right nature, and that's just 6 hours for a 1 in 25 chance. I don't see any problem with turning on a cheat code, so that way I only need to do one chance. Or I only need to do one take. So that's why this week's streams kind of crashed and burned. Wanted to just have all the preparation done, and schedule got thrown off. As for like future streams like Sims 2, God, why am I jumbling on my words? I know why I'm jumbling on my words. I feel something in the back of my mouth. I thought would have been healed up by now. Just like distracted me. Anyway, as for potential future other streams, there's The Sims 2. Why haven't I gone back to that? Last time I tried recording The Sims 2, or not even recording, streaming The Sims 2, OBS Studio and OBS Classic, just for whatever reason did not want to capture The Sims 2. Now mind you, this could have been because some update with it didn't like borderless full screen, maybe it was a Windows update. All I know is multiple things have updated multiple times between last time I tried to stream The Sims 2 and now, so maybe it'll try to work. But it's not just as easy as load up The Sims 2 again, because I had initially installed a ton of mods to prevent the game from corrupting itself. However, it turns out that while I put in a good amount of effort to prevent that, I didn't put in all the effort. There is way more that I could have done and that I would want to do, but if I want to do it, I need to start from scratch. I need to reinstall The Sims 2, install all these fixes, and take all these preventative measures, which I could stream some of that, because some of that is creating towny sims for the game to use so it doesn't generate too many. Some of it is boring stuff, like browsing through the Sims wiki and seeing what mods I need to install and installing them to the correct locations. Stuff that I wouldn't be able to show anyway because, you know, I'd be diving through my own computer. So, as for Sims 2, I'd like to get back to that eventually, but there's a little bit more setup I need to do for that, and I don't have many other ideas for what I particularly want to stream. The only other thing I have the idea for is just recreationally playing Sunshine, and the few times I've done that have been nothing but 2 hours of me trying to get a specific clip to function, which would matter not in the grand scheme of things, because so what, I'm doing Serrano Beach early. It will. So that's about it for my ideas for future streams. When can we potentially see myself streaming in the future? Well, summer's almost over, so background noise, it is my siblings. We'll be going back to school, and I will try to maybe do my old schedule of Tuesdays and Thursdays, or at least trying to hit Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because Mondays don't work, because Mondays are when I have therapy, and it doesn't matter if I try to aim for before or after therapy, it's not going to work out all that well. Wednesdays are kinda because that's when a lot of my bigger chores fall. Weekends are not as good because, again, siblings. Tuesdays and Thursdays are just what seem to work out best for me. So, again, it might be able to start sometime in September. That's what I'm aiming for. In terms of non-live content, what am I working on? I've got 2 ideas for sprite lapses to do. And the problem with both of them, or at least one of them now, I've sorted out one of them, having trouble with another. The problem with one of them is music. For the sprite lapse I wanted to do, I wanted to use the song Sonic Boom, and the other version of Sonic Boom used in Sonic's in the ending version. But I wanted to use instrumentals of them, and it turns out there is not an instrumental of the opening version. I have scoured the web, because I could have sworn I heard an instrumental version of the opening version to complement the instrumental version of the ending version. Such a mix does not exist, and I even tried to create such a mix in Audacity to terrible results. But going to either A, have to find a better song to use, or B, maybe just put the idea on the back burner until such a version exists, which probably isn't going to happen. I'm probably just going to find a better version of the song to use, or some 16-bit remixes. So, there's that. In terms of other, like, non-video content that I make, I've also got Pantsuit Hat on the docket. I kinda lack a bit of motivation to it. I have been meaning to jump back into New Leaf and do a few things, because I borrowed my friend's amiibo while I was going to North Carolina for the summer, and I haven't used it yet because I also borrowed a Splatoon amiibo, only to find out my Wii U gamepad's charger stopped working. I need to get a new charger wire, so just kind of haven't used the amiibo I've been borrowing. Sorry, Edmund. As for the Sunny watches, I have been watching more Dragon Ball, I got back to that, but, I'm not really feeling so I watched these episodes of Dragon Ball and I'm still liking it. I guess I can give an update to that here. Here's the unofficial continuation of Sunny Watches. I watched from the episode where Bulma, Krillin, and Goku dive underwater to find a Dragon Ball and they're being chased by Commander Blue. I started on the episode before they got the submarine from Master Roshi, and the last episode I watched, I believe, was Goku returning from Penguin Village. No, Mercenary Tao Pai Pai was just hired. That's what happened. I'm liking it so far. It feels very paddy, like a lot of padding, which is definitely not going to bode well. It's like it's Namek. Namek. Oh no. So there's your Sunny watches. And then I guess all I have left on this like little checklist of things to talk to here is just how I've been doing personally. Well, I've been doing pretty good. I finally had my wisdom tooth removal surgery, which has complicated streams at least twice. It's kind of hard to talk after you get, I didn't really have trouble talking, but I would occasionally just get distractions that made me a little bit less coherent. And that's just enough to bother me, to make me not want to talk for a while, just want to wait for all this to go away. But I didn't have a lot of time because my siblings' vacations only lasted so long. But most of that is healed. I'd be surprised if there's something back there that's not completely healed, but then again, I was getting distracted by something earlier in this recording, so there's probably something there. And then, hopefully I get some more personal stuff. I think taking a permit test for a driver's license is somewhere on the foreseeable future. Not entirely sure yet. What the hell is that shadow on my wall? Oh, that's my candy cane, okay. But that's all I've got. That's all I've got for this update. Hopefully nothing too major, like seriously terrible crops up between now and next month. I mean, heck, if nothing changes between now and next month, then that's less work for me. I won't have to make another update video like I did last month. But that's about it. See you guys on the next update, I guess. Time to put this thing in the Windows Movie Maker.